James and I run through a few of your designs and I'm really loving your work, so it's good. I was at HHM in Melbourne. I was a project architect down there. And several exciting projects. One of them with the street stationery rather. So that's good. But I think we have an amazing opportunity here as an emerging practice and I'm really excited to be part of it. So thanks for having me.
Thank you. So you guys can feel at home. We're a small practice, we've got to work together a lot, so you can work with Lauren on pretty much every project you have. Dave, on that note, can you make a place for Lauren in this afternoon's meeting with Jess? That's the sort of project that I think Lauren can really help us out with. And then, the Smith Street one is going well as well. So if you guys can just get on that first thing this morning before the meeting this afternoon, that would be best. And we can have a good week. See you guys.
Sure, no worries.
Cheers.
Okay guys, this is our first meeting with the client. We really need to impress her. So Lauren, this was, the brief was the renovation of an existing heritage listed workers cottage. We're proposing a relatively extensive extension on the side of the house. Now James seems to think that Jess, the client, isn't too concerned about maintaining the integrity of the workers cottage, so we might need to convince her on that. So we really need to persuade her on this, and we really need to convince her to trust us.
Absolutely. So what do you need for this meeting?
Pete, I would like you to prepare a simple package to present to the client of previous work.
Okay, that sounds fair enough. Seems like a good idea. I'm thinking instead of overwhelming her with numerous exemplars, maybe we just present 2 appropriate projects in greater detail. The message will be more concise and come across much clearer.
Right, which projects did you have in mind?
We just completed that renovation project at Paddington, which is perfect because we can probably arrange for her to visit. I don't think the owners will mind. And the other thing is it hasn't been published on our website yet, so I always like showing a client something they haven't seen before. It would also be good to show her the West End house because it's been such a key project for the practice. It's a few years old now, but it kind of truly embodies our design ethos.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Let's run with that.
Like setting up those other moves.
Well, good evening, Jess. Thanks for coming in tonight. I'd like to introduce our team of Dave, Pete and Lauren.
Hi Jess, nice to meet you.
Now, from our phone conversation, James, I'm really excited to see where everything's going.
Yeah. Well, Pete, would you like to start?
Yeah, certainly. I'd like to start off kind of with a brief overview of how we approach things here at A Common Goal. We have extensive experience, but these are just some of our projects that we've been working on recently and have a relationship with your project.
Okay.
Firstly, this is a project that we did back in 2008. It's a house at West End, and it was one of our very first projects, so it really kind of shows our roots as a practice.
Yeah.
So like your project, there was an existing heritage structure at the front of the site, and it was from 1880. We truly tried to embrace the kind of heritage aspects of this project. And for the new build, we chose a very simple material palette, all sourced from Queensland, which we then integrated into the heritage building along this main spine of the project.
Okay. That's lovely, but I feel that my house at the moment isn't quite as beautiful as that, and it's extremely dilapidated.
Pete, would you like to bring up the before image of the Western House?
Yeah.
As you can see, it was in a similar state of disrepair.
I'm a little bit nervous to see how it would look though.
Oh look, that's understandable. This is a very personal sort of project, so I think we can all relate to that. Okay.
We feel it would be a great experience if you could come along and meet one of our, see our projects firsthand. We have arranged with a meeting with one of our more recent clients.
No, I really look forward to that actually.
Well, thank you for coming in tonight. I think the next step for us is arranging that visit so you can really experience it firsthand. If you'd like to take this package we've developed for you, it's just a few sort of sketch drawings and a few different things like that for you to sort of look over. You can make any notes you'd like and get back to us with any thoughts, but we'll set up that meeting and hopefully that'll work.
Great, thank you.
Hi Jess, how are you?
Well, thanks, James.
What can I do for you? How did the board meeting go?
Okay, so it all went well. They're happy with the drawings for the science building. One thing raised by the committee was, and we haven't put it into the budget initially, we would like to include it. We want to move the campus towards participating and teaching environmental sensitivity. The idea is that they're all happy with the water saving solutions in the current design, but would like to look into beginning an integration through the water system approach in the whole campus.
Okay, well I'll need to discuss this with the team and probably with the hydraulic engineers as well for their input on the feasibility of that kind of thing. Because this wasn't included in the original scope, it will be a variation, but I'll have to send that through to you for approval. If that's okay, I can get onto the team about that now.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks, James. I really appreciate that. Now I'll send through the request in writing. I'll also send through the meeting minutes and you can have a look at that and look forward to hearing from you.
Cool. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Pete, now the client wants to change the whole hydraulic system for the whole university campus, right? They want to go towards this like sustainable setting and they want a fully integrated water system approach campus-wide. So you guys need to work out how to do that real quick. Sorry.
What is the budget?
Look, tiny. We don't know. But it'll be tiny. Just do it fast and do it cheap, okay? Can you get the preliminary solution to me by Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
3 days?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe, but it's going to be rough.
That's fine. Get it done.
So the client is really concerned about this whole integrated water system idea.
Yeah. Would you agree, Dave, that, you know, it looks like since we knew from the beginning that the campus was taking an environmentally sensitive approach, we've kind of already allowed for these water catchment strategies.
Yeah, I've spoken to the hydraulics engineer and they're happy for us to look at how we can get water to run off through the site and how we can include that into the landscape plan, which I'm happy to take the lead on so we can avoid undoing any of the redesign.
Okay.
Well, that sounds great. So, I mean, if you could continue to guide this part of the project.
Yeah, no worries. We've built some good foundations. I'm already thinking that we can achieve what they want without a redesign.
Okay, well should we begin with the environment immediately surrounding the proposed building here in yeah?
Yeah, that's what I've done in the past. I'm thinking that it would be good to move over and utilise the lower area.
Okay.
All right, so the original campus design will be impacted, but it's only marginal. The other thing we've got to consider is Lauren's got other projects to go into, so we're not going to have her for too long.
Yes, because we considered the this earlier in the stages of designing the water catchment strategy, it should be relatively easy to integrate.
All right, well, we do have a strict budget that we need to consider as well.
Okay, well, if we use the proposed building and its immediate landscape to work through and integrate the solution first, I think we can come up with a model for the future. By staging it in some key locations, they can be budgeted for a later date.
Okay, that's great. Well, I'll get straight on to locating the spaces around the proposed building that are feasible, and that are obviously vacant for additional systems.
What if we went one step further with this science building? We've already documented water saving fixtures and fittings and water catchment strategies. So what if we look at water that's fit for purpose? Rather than all water being treated to the same highest quality, different areas require different qualities, don't they?
Yeah, I've done that on a small multi-res project and we ended up saving a lot of space on the size of the treatment area and that translated to cost saving.
That sounds great, excellent. All right, look, I'll look into that a bit further and get back to you guys. Are you guys okay for a coffee table discussion, say 6 o'clock?
Suits me, sounds good.
All right, great, thanks guys. Let's get to it.
Mrs. Stevens, this is Lauren. She's going to be the project architect on your home, and it's coming along really well. These are the drawings. We just wanted to discuss just that kitchen area across this wall here. We really want to kind of retain the fabric of the old house as much as we can and go with a traditional style kitchen. And by placing it along this wall, we get a nice long kitchen, and it's on the eastern wall, and that is just perfect.
I suppose, but I mean, for us, we like the kitchen being a part of the living area, and you know, like it being on the western side is fine for us. We don't really care about that. Yeah, it's just more about combining the kitchen and the living. Just we like to have the kids, you know, watching TV, and we can watch them while we're cooking dinner.
Okay. Open plan is fine. We just, you know, we try and retain the old house as much as we can, just because of if we have to make structural changes, which I think the open plan would lead to. That tends to cost a lot more, and you know, if there are cost issues there, we can work it out. But they're the things that we need to just clear up with you now, early on, so that you know, if we know those surprises are coming, we can.
Oh no, I understand that, but we've just come from a modern house, so we'd like to keep that open plan feel. Understanding that it might cost us a little bit more, but we're happy to work around that. Just it's more about having that open plan feel.
Okay, all right, sure, that's fine. Did you have photos for us?
Oh yeah, I've got some stuff here for you.
Okay. I'll leave for Lauren, so she's she's in charge of those. And yeah, no, we can definitely do what you're after.
So I can take this with me?
Yes, that's yours. I think I have a note. No, that's
No?
right. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, so the meeting went okay. The client is a bit precious. James wants to give 2 options for the kitchen, but I think, look, let's just give one strong option, keep it classic and traditional, in keeping with the old colonial house. Kind of similar like that one at the Bridie house, remember that kitchen?
So did the client say what she doesn't like, or where should we put this?
No, we're just going to retain the colonial character of the house and the kitchen design, and try not to damage or remove any of the original fabric in that old house during construction and restoration. So let's just keep it classic, keep it traditional, and locate the kitchen where it is now.
Okay. Did she give you any photos for like the modern look?
No, nothing that was appropriate or remotely in keeping with the character of the house. No.
Okay, we'll get right on to it then.
Great, thanks.
I thought she was leaning towards a modern design in the last meeting.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what changed. Lauren didn't say anything, so I guess she came around.
Yeah, I hope so, because we're heading towards the budget limit.
I guess that's going to mean some more unpaid overtime.
Guys, there's so much left to do before Tuesday's draft submission. At this point, I don't actually think we're going to get it done. We need to give it to Philip just to get comments back.
I really thought the Mitchells would be down here to help, but
Yeah, so did I. Even though the contract has them down for only just a few key tasks, I still feel that they would participate in the teamwork and take some responsibility for this workload. I mean, why did they move the draft deadline up? I didn't even see that in the contract.
it's partly our fault, I guess, for not considering the roles and expectations of individuals. But look, I reckon we had it in the contract. There's ramifications for people that don't contribute.
Well, exactly. I mean, they have taken their leadership roles to a whole different level. They're just delegating and dictating. There's no longer collaboration. And now we're lumped with work.
We may have agreed to speed up the deadlines, but the contract clearly states that if members aren't contributing, we can go to a mediator, which is Philip. But I don't know whether we should take it outside the group. I think we should contact them and ask them to come. I mean, it's worth a try.
Maybe I'll send them a text message and see if they can come down and help now.
Okay, we can
It
try.
might work. Shouldn't have signed the contract.
Oh, hey. Did they sign it?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, good. Here's your copy. Oh, nice. Oh, well, it's just me and you to sign it now.
No, I've signed it.
Oh, good. Well, pretty glad we got all this sorted out. Did they let you make those changes?
Yeah, they did.
All right, good.
Yeah, I don't think anyone read it too closely.
Yeah, well, hey, is it still called fine print if it's in the middle and you just didn't read it?
I guess not.
Oh, well. Please see Schedule 2 for task responsibility, and I'm down to write a contract. And you're down to hand it in at the end. Let the others do the work.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good deal for us.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right.
Should be a good semester then.
I think so. You know, it's always the same with these assignments, though. It's always just so repetitive.
Yeah, true. Too much group consensus and voting and stuff.
I know, it's just like, should all decide together. But what they really need is a dictator, just to do it.
Yeah, make the decision and get on with it.
That's right. Hey, I didn't want this big convoluted contract thing, but hey, we have to put it in. We put it in and we just make sure we write it to our benefit.
It's good that they agreed on it.
We should get as much done early, you know, get it done soon.
Yeah, filmmaking is such a long process.
It is, it's so time consuming. And it's like getting 5 architects to agree on how to do one. Such a such a time suck, it just takes forever.
Yeah, everyone has good ideas.
Too many good ideas are like that though. You can have too many and then it's like, why don't you just make one good idea? It's kind of okay, but then spend all your creative energy working on that, not coming up with 10 other good ideas that you never get time to get around to because you're too busy thinking of new ideas.
Yeah.
You got a pen? I'll sign this. Alright, good, eh? Do you send a copy of this to Phil?
Yeah, I'll email him a copy.
Oh, good. Well, this is week 1 out of 6 finished.
Yeah, time to get on with the next one.
No, it's not time to get on the next one. It's time to get the card.
Hey guys, they're not coming down.
What?
They're at the pub
No.
and they want to know if we're ready to submit.
They gotta be kidding. Seriously?
We're going to have to go to Philip.
Yeah, I think it's
What are we-
There's no way around it. Look, James, I told you 2 weeks ago that I needed documentation for Cove Plaza today. It's 3 p.m. and I haven't received anything.
Look, Jess, the team are working hard and fast on this. You know how good they are. They don't cut corners to get it done. You've got to be patient. Give them time. They'll do good work for you. I promise.
James, I've got people waiting this time. They're very important and I need to deliver something by 6 p.m. Thursday.
Thursday? Look, it's Tuesday already. There's no way it's going to be done in 2 days. Look, it's going to be 5 more days of work at least, I think. You know, you've got to give them time.
It has to get done. We'll lose money otherwise. It's riding on your team.
Alright, I'll get them to do it, but I mean, I'm pushing them into overtime and stuff. It's going to be hard work, but I'll get it done for you. We always deliver.
It better get done. Even if you have to push those desk jockeys of yours to breaking point, I need it Thursday evening, no later.
Alright, Jess. Alright, look. Bad news, guys. I'm going to need you to stay back tonight.
Serious, boss?
Yeah. Jess needs this stuff by Thursday night, okay?
James, it's already Tuesday afternoon. We're burnt out already.
We've been working madly on this project trying to get it out. I mean, the time frame is ridiculous on this one.
Yeah, look, I'm going to stick around for like another hour or so and hope it goes out, but then I've got to go. But just make sure it gets done, okay?
We are nowhere near ready to send these documents through. There's still so much here to be finalised.
Yeah. I know. You heard him though. We've got to get it done, and I hate overtime as much as the next guy, so we just got to do it.
I'm sorry guys, but it's my son's 2nd birthday tomorrow. I just can't miss another milestone. Do you remember the O'Brien project? I was 10 minutes off missing Joe's baptism. I almost missed my own son's baptism.
Yeah, now that you mention it, this is exactly like the O'Brien project. Big development with tight budgets and even tighter time frames. James just expects so much from us. It's like he's forgotten what it means to be an architect working on a project.
Yeah.
It's a textbook example of unpaid overtime, resulting in me having to start in my antidepressants for my anxiety.
Yeah. Look, this is ridiculous. I'm going to speak with James and let him know that we just can't keep working like this.
Oh, hey Lauren. Can I help you with anything? Yeah, take a seat.
Thank you. Look, yes, I need to raise some concerns I'm having with the amount of overtime we're putting in on the Cove Plaza project.
You shouldn't be putting in any overtime, come on.
James, honestly, you know we pride ourselves on the work and the time we take to complete unique architecture. But on this project, we just need more time.
Well, I mean, I promised Jessica that it'll be done by Thursday night. She's one of our biggest clients, and we really need to deliver on our deadlines.
Oh no, but it's beside the point, James. I mean, I have a young son at home, and it's his 2nd birthday tomorrow, and there's no way that I'll be missing it to be here at work.
Well, I mean, maybe you can leave an hour early, but you know, the team needs you here. The work needs to be done, and you're a big part of that team.
Seriously, you want me to go home, kiss my son on the forehead, and then come back to work?
I didn't say that. I don't think it's that kind of, it's not that extreme.
No, James, you didn't think. I mean, we all have lives, and I think that really we need to review the company's work-life balance ratio. We all need balance, and we're currently at an 80-20 ratio of work encroaching on our home lives. I mean, did you know that since we started this project, I've taken work home every night and on the weekends?
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not the kind of company we want to be running. It's not.
But we have to, James. Otherwise, we would be 3 weeks behind instead of 5 days, like we are now.
5 days? Well, look, I'm really sorry. I think we do need to review that if that's something you feel so strongly about. But I mean, we really need the overtime tonight. Can we just discuss this tomorrow with the whole team present? We can work out a plan.
Okay. Look, I'll do my best. I'm sure we'll do our best as well. But we really do need 5 additional working days. I mean.
Okay. I'll do my best, but can you pass that on to the team?
Absolutely, I will do. Thank you for understanding the situation. Maybe, this review is in order though. I think it's time.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks,
you.
Simon.
Yes.
Dave, meeting with Mr. Stevens. It's going to be an interesting one. Make sure you're prepared. It's going to be tough.
I actually had a few emails from Mrs. Stevens over the weekend requesting that I sit in on the meeting today. I thought that was a bit of a weird request, so I just replied saying that Dave was the project leader and that he would be the one she was meeting with.
Why did she request you?
I have no idea. Dave?
Yeah, she's always weird when the big boss comes. I suggested some plan changes last meeting. They didn't go so well. See how today goes.
Okay. Yes.
Mr. Stevens, this is Dave. He's been working on your house design.
Mrs. Susan, may I say it's been a great pleasure working on your house. It's a great mix of modern and classic design.
Spare the flattery, boys. I emailed Lauren. Where is she?
Lauren's working on some 3D representations of your house, in fact. She'll email them to you as soon as she's done with them, but it's hard
work.
I did request that she be here today.
Mrs. Stevens, Lauren is currently working on another project that requires her urgent attention.
No disrespect, Mr. Buckley, but I feel like Lauren should be here and she should be working on this house just as much as you. I actually feel like she should be the one in charge here. She knows more about house than men do, and frankly, I find the two of you really hard to work with.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stevens, I don't have to stop you there. Here at Common Goal, we don't discriminate between our employees, men or women. Lauren is working on some other projects, and we all work collaboratively on all our projects. So Dave and Lauren taking charge on this one. The communication amongst our team is very good.
But how do I even know that you're telling her what I'm asking? I don't know that my messages are being relayed. She's not here.
Lauren and I have worked closely on the design, finalising the design for today's meeting.
I don't care. I'm the client and I would like Lauren to be here in future meetings, please.
Yes, Mrs. Stevens, we will make sure Lauren is here in future for any future meetings we have.
Thank you, James.
Okay, we need to make a decision about Mrs. Stevens. Lauren, what do you think?
No, I think we should just tell her that her comments are unacceptable and that they don't align with our company's views on tolerance. Maybe Pete could have draft up an email.
Alright, I'm already ahead. So, Mrs. Stevens, we'll be sad to lose you as a client, but we here at A Common Goal feel that we cannot ethically meet your demands. We actively work against discrimination in the workplace, as well as challenging gender stereotypes. We believe that women can do the same as men and vice versa. We feel that your comments in our last meeting regarding the merits of men versus women broaches on discrimination, something our company does not tolerate. Sorry. We do appreciate you choosing A Common Goal. As a team, we apologise that we are unable to aid in the entire design of your house. We do hope that you're able to find another company who will cater for your needs. What do you think?
It's perfect.
Thanks, boss.
Cool.